Hello! Okay, so this video, I am going to be showing you how to compare fractions, this time with the same denominator and a different numerator. My last video, I did the opposite. So this one, I'm going to keep the denominator the same. My numerator is what is going to be changing. So let's just get started, okay? Again, my numerator is the top number, my denominator is the bottom number. If you don't remember that, go back to my video titled, What's a Fraction? And it'll really break down what is a fraction, what does it mean, what is a numerator, what is a denominator, what are they telling me to do, okay? So I'm going to have 1/3 and 2/3. Again, my numerators are different, my denominators are the same. And I'm trying to figure out, is 1/3 greater than, less than, or equal to 2/3? I'm going to start by drawing a rectangle. And it's going to be a pretty big rectangle. And I'm going to split this rectangle in half. My top fraction is going to be 1/3. That's what I'm going to be representing on this top rectangle. This bottom rectangle, I am going to be representing 2/3. So, I'm going to shade in 1/3. And on my bottom rectangle, I'm going to be shading in 2/3. All right. So I can see that 1/3 is less than 2/3. It is a smaller fraction, therefore it is less than. So I'm going to fill in my sentence just like that. 1/3 is less than 2/3. Okay? Let's do another one. Again, we are going to keep the denominators the same. We are changing up the numerators this time. So let's be silly. Let's do fifths this time. We don't do fifths often, so let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna do 2/5 here, and I'm gonna do 3/5 here. So 2/5 is greater than, less than, or equal to 3/5. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm going to draw my big rectangle and split it in half. My top number, or my top rectangle, I am going to be representing 2/5. So I'm going to break my rectangle up into fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, try to make it as even as you can. You want each piece to be as equal to the last piece as possible. And I'm going to shade in 2. 1, 2. Okay, my bottom rectangle, I am going to represent 3/5. And I'm going to break my rectangle up into fifths, just like I did for the top, because our denominators are the same. But this time, I'm going to shade in 3 pieces because it's 3/5. 1, 2, 3. I can see that 2/5 is less than 3/5, so I'm going to fill in my sentence just like that. 2/5 is less than 3/5. Okay? Let's do one more with a different denominator. Okay? This time, let's do 8s. Okay? So we are going to do 8s. So let's do 5/8, and let's do 3/8. Okay? So 5/8 is greater than, less than, or equal to 3/8. That's what we're trying to figure out. I'm going to draw my rectangle and split it in half. My top fraction is going to be 5/8, and that's what I'm going to represent on the top part of my rectangle. So I'm going to break this up into 8s. 2, 4, and then break these in half again, 8. Okay? And I'm going to shade in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now, my bottom rectangle, the bottom half of my rectangle, I'm going to represent 3/8. So again, I'm going to break it up into 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this time, I'm going to shade in 3 of my 8 pieces. 1, 2, 3. I can see from my picture that 5/8 is greater than 3/8. 5/8 has more pieces shaded than 3/8 does. So I'm going to fill in my sentence just like that. 5/8 is greater than 3/8. All right, I hope that this video helped you. If you have any questions, let me know, please.